Hello, everybody. Um, Pick it up today's topic according to the energies and talk about the astro-gravitational report today and the things the way they are. It is what it is. We be, we are beginning to living according to the truth. You maybe feel the situations, you want to find the things within you, and specifically uh, talking about the twin flames issues, the situations. Oh, so someone in the I am twin flame group, which is this video, is actually posted in. I'm gonna reading directly the questions there. And I pick it up this topic because actually matching the vibrations. That was a someone who wanted to stay anonymous. I don't know the name, so there's nothing I can do about it. But I will answer it here because it is about a lot of the twin flames experiencing this, but also a lot of the twin flames who cross the path. They know why is all this. They know why is all this happening. They know all these situations. They know all these energies. It's a beautiful time to talk about this. Actually, it's the perfect time, if you ask me, because of this moon that come together with Mars and Gemini. Gemini is twins, but if the twins they don't get along, you're gonna find the story about Cain and Abel. That's what this is, the one of the lessons in there. Why did this happen? What is the need? What is the situations? So on and so on. So let me recognize the people who comes here in the chat. So Blue Swan, thank you guys for coming in here. I want to recognize you a little bit just to stop for it. Appreciate your feedback and appreciate your energies in there. And guys, I want to say thank you for doing your work. I see the progress in there. And I want to say thank you for being here, doing the values on the job and so on, putting the love here, the vibrations, and everything. So thank you for putting this love here into the chat room. Christine, Diamond B, love you too. Diamond B, the baby. We love this baby. We all love this baby. Lorian, thank you for coming in, and everyone else that it's coming for. And let's go on within this. Talking about fear, you can have a lot of fears. The worst fear that you're going to have is fear of love, fear to open it. Because the fear from within you, it is talking about that you don't know where you going with this love, where you are going within these energies within your own self. So I'm going to read you exactly what it was written in I Am Twin Flame, which is his open group in Facebook. So I have a questions. Why does a twin flame runner only allow themselves to get to a certain point with you, then start building up walls, even though you've been told them how you feel about them? They start ignoring you or ghosting you. Why? Why would the runner will do this? During you are telling them, hi, beloved Empress, good morning to you. So here is twin flame runner only allow themselves to get to a certain point. What is that certain point? That certain point, it is the walls, the fear there from within them. You pushing the button of the walls. What it is behind them? That is the fears. That is this other personality from within them that you actually uncover their mask. You want them to be a true personality, but since they haven't done this in their own self, guess what? They allows you only to see the face mask, not as is behind the face mask, not the true intentions from within them, not what truly they feel within them. They feel the love on one side, but they have something within them, like their own agendas, the fear, the manipulation, the situations that they wanted to still control the energy. So the journey, it is about you to recognize this and little by little begin to converting into love. So that's what the love is increasing. You probably did that jump from within you. You probably give them the love that you were expecting from them because you give them what is inside of you with the expectations that they are going to give this back, but they don't know how. They probably don't know how, or they don't want, or there was something within them that is prevents them to be a true personality within. We had these discussions in the chat room at the Facebook, and that was a like when we did these discussions there. It is like if they don't come with the truth, if they are not their authentic self, they have to understand the union is impossible. So is you, and this is what this current energies that it's in Gemini is actually pointing out what authority they are within themselves, the authority of love or the authority of this hidden other lower self within them, because the lower self is bringing the energies down. The lower self, it is about this energy that this other voice within them that tells them what to do, to act on the fear, to act on the rejections, to act on abandonment, to act on the keeping the fears and the secrets within them. So that's what it is, because they start ignoring you. Why did they start ignoring you? They start ignoring you for the one reason: you see through the mask, you see behind the veil, you see the true personality that they hide from you. That is also within the regular relationships when a husband and wife gets together and you begin to understand the true personality within the person where the face masks are coming off, and then you see what this is. And how do you see it? Their actions. Their action speaking louder than their words that they promise, their energies they promise, to the situations they promise, because they choose the side of the lower self and they act because that actions proving their choice that they made from within. Hi Lena, thank you for coming in. Big Dog, thank you for being here. So they start ignoring you or ghosting you. Why did they ghosting you? Hi permanent one, thank you for coming. Thank you for being here, and glad to see you here, by the way. Appreciate it. And what that is that you told them already what it is, what situations is. You actually open up everything, but you actually told them this is what I'm going to give you, and they are happy with what you're giving to them. But are they ready to give you back? Because if they don't, and they see from inside that they can't, there maybe whatever that could be culture value, that could be a religion value, that could be age gap value, that could be family karma interference value, that could be emotional, psychological problem, as many as you can pick that up. Okay, that is within their personality, but they are don't want that side of them to be exposed. They want you to accept them the way they are so they can do whatever they feel within there, instead of changing from within. When they see that you see that they don't want to change, they don't want to be there in that level, guess what? They are begin to ghosting you. They are begin to tell you with all these energies within themselves that they are not willing to become an authentic personality and authentic situations within them. What can it change them though? The only thing that change them, it is the love from within them. And there is another thing that could change them. It's called the dignity of the soul. That little voice within the soul that all of a sudden is going to whispers to them, and it's going to scream and scream and scream until it becomes louder. But if they are within the more within the lower vibrations, you're going to feel how they're suppressing their emotions. They could be emotional unavailable, energetic unavailable. They can be a ghosting you or blaming you for situations because they don't want their stuff to be out in there. They maybe tell you one truth, but not the real truth. And you feel it out with you. It's like, you know what? It's no point to talk. You're not an authentic. I can feel you're not an authentic. So, detective, thank you. Thank you for coming in. Within this, my TF and I have been talking a little bit slowly. She acts like a shy child at the moment. Very good, because when you talking with the twin flame and that shy child, you need to understand that the shy child, that is even the inner child coming out and expressing what it is. But I'm staying in my power, peace and patience, letting her take as she needs. Exactly. Right now, this is the right energy as Mars. That is at the right time. You to have this patience, that little girl, that shy girl to coming out and mature and becomes a young woman. Then a young woman to turn to a woman to authentic personality so she can be ready for a union. And detective, congrats to you. I love that energy, by the way. So to continue more with this, if they're in a relationship already, what do they try to make a relationship they're in that they know isn't working, trying to work out? Why? Because they have a fear of the truth, fear of the situations within them. That could be a fear of showing up their immaturity. That could be a fear that they don't feel worry. That could be a fear of love. That could be a fear of unknown. That is, it could be a fear of the vibrations. But that also could be a fear that you are more within the energy, you are more mature, you are taking the lead. They don't understand it. If you are more mature to them, you give them a hand to grow. You show them the road so they can't come in with them. And there could be so many situations. That could be a childhood traumas. That could be a situations from within. And Blue Swan, yes, totally agree with you. Lack of self-love. Thanks for the wisdom. I didn't think of like that. Makes sense. Oh, you're welcome, detective. So you're looking at the inside of them. You have this patience. You give them a chances. You let them do grow, and they maybe talk to you. And all of a sudden, when they talk to you, they say, "You know, I did the right actions, but I didn't tell you the reasons. The reasons is you inside of me, but I actually did it for a different reasons. And I'm telling you the different reason. I fixed this, but there is different reasons." And you're like, mm-mm, you're still not authentic. You know it inside of you because you feel it. They don't understand sometimes these people when they ghosting you, they abandon you, is actually they're ghosting themselves. They're ghosting the love within them. They have the lack of expressing these emotions of love because always been ghosting themselves because they are used to the lower vibrations. The question is how did they get into these lower vibrations? Where did they learn it from? The society, maybe culture, religion, friends, parents, something. They learn it from somewhere, and that's how they operate. But deeply inside of them, the soul tells them, you need to be loved, you need to have these vibrations in your soul, you need to get on this, and they want it. But when you're showing to them, guess what? You give it up to them. because you give what you have. And that way they learn from it. And later on, they begin to look for this. They're looking everywhere for this and they cannot find it. Have you seen a runner that comes into you and they say, I can't find this love that I have with you? I look every man, I can do all these situations and so on, and it's nothing happened. Did they tell you this? No. Why? Because they have a fear of commitment. They have a fear of confession because they fear you're going to judge them, you're going to reject them, you're going to abandon them if they tell you the truth. They should have told you that truth right at the beginning. And that's what these people, they're ghosting you because now the internal conflict, it comes in with they cannot tell you the truth because they tell you the truth, you're going to reject them, that's within them. But also they cannot tell you they love you because that rejections, fear of the rejections is more heavy than the love within them. So the only way to do this is when I allow the love in them to grow. But that is it, their internal issues. That is not your issue in there. That is not your energies there. You cannot do this job for them. Doesn't matter how much you love them. Doesn't matter how much divine energies you send into them. Doesn't matter what the situations is going on with them. It's not going to happen. Doesn't matter how much you try. That's why when you push with love, is expecting more love and more love and more love, and they can break it down. No, it's not going to happen. It is about you to understand that the love is a natural state of being. Either they have it or they don't. And if they begin to analyze themselves, they are going to overcome their fears and they're going to replace the fear with love. The more fear they replace with love, the more the love it's growing in there within themselves, and later on that love shows up with the actions. But if they hiding themselves, they have a lack of intimacy, they have a lack of maturity, a lack of responsibility for their actions. There is no authenticity there. And guess what? Neither you accept it, neither your soul accepts it, neither the divine is going. And what are they choosing? They're choosing to ghosting you. They're choosing to hurt you. They're choosing to abandon you. They're choosing to not talk to you for a certain amount of time, and so on and so on. And all of a sudden they're popping up like nothing happened to see how things are. Usually that's what this is happening in there. Are you going to accept them with their fears within them, with the secrets within them? Are you going to be okay with these secrets? You need to understand you got to accept them as who they are. But the soul does not accept unauthenticity because it's going to be a false relationship. And the soul doesn't cut this. In regular relationships, you may do some sacrifice in there. It's like, yeah, I'm going to close my eyes. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And maybe and so on, and make a compromises out and promises in there, but not in soul. Doesn't work. And we know that. And now we're living in the truth and truth with the divine. Guess what? Ooh, you cannot go in there. So, 4. So, yeah. So when they're in the relationship with somebody else, they keep it in secrets, or they keep you as a secret, or they only show you into a certain people, certain amount. They fear to put you in a public. Maybe they put you to publicly state it with you, and so on. And why it doesn't work? Because they're not sure within themselves. Why they're not sure within themselves? Because they're in a war within themselves. A lot of this war, actually, astrology-wise, that was it when Venus and Mars now were in fight. You felt this within. But you understand through this fight that in this fight, there is a loser and a winner, but that it's talking about separation. It is about learning that Venus and Mars has to come and working together for the divine purpose. And you guys gonna sense this energy when a Venus and Mars they are gonna be in divine aspects during the Capricorn season. It's coming, and it's coming. So you guys gonna feel this, and maybe some of your partners is gonna be comes in. And it's like, you know what, enough is enough. I'm telling you everything the way it is. You see it, maybe it happened, maybe not. It's a beautiful time for a confession. Plus, there's a lot of religious holidays that's talking about be in truth. Okay, talking about Christmas, Ramadan, and so on. All right. Um, they try to make the relationship with you just to see how it is, just to learn how it is. Some of the people were coming into in a relationship just to learn. You to teach them, you to show them, you to experience that, and so on and so on. But are they learning, or they just want to take an advantage of the learnings from within you? Because learning is nothing without action. Because through learning shows up through the actions, it's called wisdom. You need to understand learning, wisdom, and actions, those are the three things that you can't evolve without it. It's not going to happen. Same like with the trust, surrender, and let go to the divine. It's not going to happen. So that's what it is. Or run to someone else instead of being with their twin. Oh, yeah, they're going to run away from you because you pointing out their shadow side. You pointed out their problems. They may have problems with themselves. They may have problems within the family. They may have problem in the culture, religion, finances, for example, materialistic organizations, dignity, professional situations, wherever that might be. Okay. So look at it in there. They're running away from you because you see their fears, but they're running from themselves, not fixing the fears, not you. They not ghosted you, they ghosted themselves. They didn't abandon you, they abandoned themselves, the truth about you and them from within. Have you seen a runner realize the truth later on and trying to get with his twin? A lot of the twin flames, they are not together because of this. A lack of authenticity and the truth within there. That's what this is. They're running to somebody else. Why do they run to somebody else? They're looking for somebody else to replace you. They're looking for somebody else to change you. They're looking for this and that. They're trying. They still think in the old way, but they cannot replace the vibrations between you and them. They may have intimacy time. It's never fulfilling like they had it with you. They may have these beautiful exchanges of love within the soul, and they try with somebody else, and they still. Now they see the authenticity side of how they are within themselves. They begin to realize who actually they are. They probably realizing the ghost within themselves, that they were ghosting people. Maybe they were revengeful for some reason because of a trauma. So, for example, if there was a trauma within them, they still want to revenge because of the trauma to the person who hurts them. And they're ghosting in there because they want to hurt you because that's how they're going to feel good for the trauma because you're touching their trauma within them. Some of the people are like this. They maybe make you jealous or whatever. You need to understand jealousy is coming because they cannot be like you. And sometimes when they see that they cannot be like you because of their fears, they cannot transform these fears to love. Guess what? They try to make you jealous. And you're like, that shows me that you still have issues within yourself. You need to understand people who are jealous. That's what that is, and they're running to somebody else because they need somebody else in life. But you know, some of the people like this, they are keep running from one relations to another relations to another relations to another relation, just going around and around and around in the circuit, and they didn't find satisfactions all their life, and they think like they are cursed. No, they're not cursed. They didn't did the inner work, and the lessons keeping going the same way until they don't understand. It is the lessons they need to learn and change their behavior. Other becomes a life sentence in there. While within the divine relationships, you keep on going and you keep on evolving within you. I guess I just need some clarity for all this. Also, how can you tell psychically that what they have been thinking about you? You can figure it out when you begin to look at psychology with the situations there, because the psyche, either you have the gift that rising up you, the psychic gifts within you, or you are going to look at it to the psychology and find out their behaviors, and their behaviors, the way that they behave within you, is going to tell them what the problem is. That is a lack of maturity 100% of the time. Uh, Psychologically behavior, when it's slowing and down, all this, I'm calling them distort energies because that's what they are for it. But that is a also problems within the disorders. That it's they calling it personality disorders, and you will see what the problem could be. You can go ahead, you can look, you can investigate it from within yourself, you can learn from within, and you can see what the situations are for. Hi, KB. Thank you for coming in. Hi, Erica. Thank you for coming in. So, yes. And it comes to the point that the thinking about you, they might thinking about you because they have the love within them. That shows up this love that's all them. And when they're telling you something, they tell you on a form of love. They're watching you with love, but you feel inside of them at the same time they are protecting that shadow within them. They're protecting the truth, something about them that they don't want to tell you. They don't want to trust you with that truth. They don't want to tell you this, because that way, if you find the truth, you're going to be rejecting them. But they don't understand, but they not telling you the truth, they're rejecting themselves. So the rejections towards you is actually the rejection of the one self from within them. The more people they've been rejecting in life, the more secrets keep taking it towards others and so on. That energy is increasing, and now the fear overcomes love, and they are abandoning, ghosting you. They don't want to talk to you. They're running away. They're hiding. They don't tell the truth, or they actually telling like proving their actions within friends, family, or some situations. They make it up things. They cannot tell the truth though, even though the truth it is facts within them. So within this distort energies there, it comes out like a personality disorders, and that's how you can see this. You can put it up, but once the love is understood from within, it is understand there. The love change the distort energy, and the distort energy changing this personality disorders. That's how it goes. That's how the evolution goes. Some of the people will experience in this. Do you have certain feelings of things that happen to you? Um, yeah, you may have feeling like they abandoned, they cut, they destroyed because you tell them how you feel. You tell them what you're gonna do. You probably develop a combined dream with them. You sacrifice your dreams, personality dreams, because you understand you have to be in a union. You have to get these dreams, these energies of love that it's coming within the twin flame that you build your life together and so on. And all of a sudden, when they ghosted you, guess what they do? They are want to destroy everything within you. They want to destroy the dreams, they destroy the situations because they are to this destructible energies within them. They not only destroy you, they destroy them themselves, they destroy that energy within their family, maybe a work relationship, maybe a business relationship, friendships, and so on and so on. And all of a sudden, they asking the question, why is always happening to me? They've always been acting like this until you don't bring it up the issues really within them so they can look from within. That is what the twin flames does, to look these situations within them. And nothing you can do about it until they don't figure it out that the love in them, the love that they're suppressing in them, is the love that they had it with you. And when they focus within the love it comes in and they have fit. They get angry at the shadow and they begin to spills everything out. And that relieves them within themselves. Some people don't never do it. And this is why there is a lot of lack of union. And my advice to this person, if they ghosted you, focus within yourself, put the self love within you, have in your own dreams, fulfill the dreams from within you. If that comes in, they become an awakened, they will follow you. They will turn the world upside down to be with you because you turned the world upside down for them. And if they didn't recognize this, if they don't see this situations, if they didn't get all this, guess what? They're not ready for be a twin flame. So now today, as these energies are like this, some of you is gonna be who you did your job, you feel good. I know some of you like this. I know some of you are in a kind of like in this process of union. Some of you are working in there. Some of you have a lot of patience. Some of you maybe have some different situations within you, but you understand that the person who ghosted you, the person who abandoned you, the person who hurt you, they actually hurt themselves. This is what it's inside of them, not you. You give them the love, you give them the compassion, you give them the intimacy, you give them the soul, you give them this beautiful compassion on them. That's what it was inside of you. If you did that, congratulations, you made it up. You actually become the twin flame on your own. So, hi Renata. Renata Vasiljevich. I believe you're Serbian. Zdravo, kako si? Dobro si došla ovde. Volim da si ovde. Dobro. Ajde idemo dalje da pitamo šta ima ovde. So guys, now you can ask some questions in this, and this actually posted is posted in I am twin flame group in there, and if you guys have some questions or so on, because if you look at within you before you were ignited as a twin flame, you actually had to face your fears. You have to look within these fears, and you're replacing your fears with love. You still have some probably more to do, chunks here, there, leftovers. There is always a dust around the corner in the room that you clean, or dust under the sofa that you have to get. It's like, hopefully, you don't have garbage underneath the rug, which is a shadow work in there. But you decide to take this journey in a whole another level in you to become this twin flame. So yeah. So so that's what I had for you guys. And any questions? Beautiful, isn't it? Hopefully I made it more clear for you guys, um, and so on. Bliat detective, or even typing. I don't know what that is. I'm staying away. You guys are being together will hurt so many people. We don't want to blow up their lives. We live in different countries as well. A lot of fears. The lower empress, yes. A lot of the people are like this. They live in different countries. They don't want to hurt people, and so on and so on. You putting the people. That is the fear. One of the fear is actually pretty good questions. Thank you, beloved Empress. One of the fear is what will the people say? What kind of people we are going to hurt? But let me tell you, the pain from within you that you are having within your surroundings, so is your twin flame, it will hurt them because they feel that pain. Even if you hide it, even if you suppress it. Just because you suppress it, the more you're suppressing it, that false it comes in, you all of a sudden you become jumpy, all of a sudden you become angry, all of a sudden you begin to be this irritated personality because you can't act on that truth. But here it is, when you're thinking what the people will say, what my parents will do, what my friends will say. Oh, maybe I have to move on. I have to move with kids. I have to get in this. I gotta get in this situation, so on and so on and so on. Guess what happens in there? You give the power to the other people, controls your twin flame connection. You give the power of this energies that other energies manipulating and controlling you, not you. And this is why you're a twin flame, to get the power within yourself, convert your fears to love, and now goes on. Um, Whoa, detective, somebody got you in there. My bad, are you sweating? Um, Hi, Tweety. Denam jas Sisi danas ne znam deke. Um, Tweety asked, where is the CC today? And I don't know. Nobody knows. CC is missing in action for. Yeah, there you go. Let me see. It is wise to involve a third party in the connection while trying to reconnect back to your twin flame. Sometimes it's needed, and actually, permanent one, pretty good, because right now between Mars and the authority, which is the Sun, it stands Saturn. That is the teacher, but that also represents a father figure and an adult figure, a wise man, and a wise personality that can help you solving this conflict. But since the moon is there right now with Mars, that it is kind of like the intuitions that's going to lead you. It's like, hey, let's connect it to a third person and let's see if we can kind of like establish these communications. Actually, this is very good things for it. So on. Good job, detective. Very good. Apologies accepted. So yes, but it is a good idea. Okay. If you the direct communication is going to be a much problem and so on, yes. I'm going back to the chat because you guys chatting a lot and I have to see distort energies. Thank you. Yeah, the distort energies create a distort personality. So that's what it goes. So Blue Swan and Detective, you guys are uh, for. Oh yes, projections. Mhm. Sometimes you will find that the people will be abandon you because they wanted to have their projections, their view of how the relationship is and what the situation should have been. They accept, like you accepting their projections, but they didn't tell you the truth behind the projections. And when you find the truth behind the projections, now they're like, oops, I got caught in cheating, maybe a lying or big fat lies and so on and so on and so on. For example, they may tell you, no, I don't love my wife anymore, I'm going to divorce, and you believe in them, but they're still living with their wife. That can take some years and so on. Okay? But if you tell them I'm not good to relationship with my ex and I'm going to be divorced, and you file for divorce and you're divorcing, you prove to yourself in there. But if they tell you, I cut these connections and so on, and actions is going to be proved, and you're looking for the vibrations of truth, that it is your involvement as a twin flame. So, but the projections what they did to you, uh, these projections through the face mask, once they fall off, couldn't talk about them, bad about them, not about you. You did what you had to do. You have clear conscience, you have clear situations. Them, you leave it up to God. You leave it up these situations within them. All right. So, any more questions, guys? No questions? Any idea for a topic? It is true that we have to get fall out of love too of our TF. You fall out of the love that it's false, that false image, that false reality. If you've been with your twin flame and you built something with your twin flame, because that was a false love. Yes, exactly. You have to fall out of this. That is a falling out of the false within. Can you build a house that is in moving sands with them? Because that's what this is. Otherwise, you would have been with them. You would have been within true reality. You would have been within the divine energies. You would have been a divine union. The divine was going to give you the blessing to you and them by now. You're going to be building what you're supposed to. You're going to be this powerful couple helping others to see that this works, right? But it's not. So that's what this is. Tossing out of the paradise. You want to feel it with this. But if you did your work, then the divine sees it. Actually, Blue Swan, that is a pretty good topic. Connection of projection, mirroring, and reflections. Ooh, Very good topic. If the room wants it, I'll get it within. So, Lorianne, thank you, Dio. So on target today. Yes, actually, it's pretty good on target, and it's pretty good these days me to do the talks because right now Mercury is approaching my North Node and Lilith coming in together in that particular first 2-3 degrees at Capricorn. So to me, I'm doing my karma. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm here doing my job. And so Lilith and Eve. So what happened when Adam built life with Eve? He got a Cain and Abel and the twins and the situations within the problems that arise in there. When he was supposed to have a kids with Lilith, Lilith went out to make a kids, but she made it a kids with the angels in there. But she still have these toxic traits that passing in from one generations to another generations until Adam and Lilith don't fulfill their divine mastering within them, creating God's childs. So kind of like that's how it goes into the nutshell. I'm not gonna go deeply within this, but yes. Detective, if someone interferes in your connection using black magic, doing against what the universe wants, this interfere with mirroring. Oh, yes. Actually, yes. Hmm. Actually, today I downloaded the audio book of the Alchemist, and what he says there that most people doesn't understand what magic is. Magic is to properly manifest with divine. That's what the magic. That is the other word for miracle. But people who using the energies to manipulate the energies, creating this knowledge, and they twisted the knowledge, they converting to a magic. They interfere within the connections just so they can do it. There is a lot of things that they do as a magic, but it can do a magic against divine human beings. And if you become a divine and you do a magic for it, guess what happened? Through the mirroring, that magic's reflected back to them and goes back to the sender. So, for example, if your connections did something like this, that's gonna mirroring back. It may hurt you, yes, it may hurt you a little bit in situations and so on, but according to the alchemy, the alchemist, you're turning everything to love. That energy, when it comes in, it comes to you, it shows up within there, and it goes back into the sender, and that's called backfire. It is talking about in the books. I didn't make that. It is explained perfectly. Don't use these energies for control, manipulations, deceit, and so on, because the backfire is not good. And if that using of magic's been going on for a few generations in there, for manipulations, deceit, and so on, and abuse, and then it becomes like a family karma. And when that family karma hits, we're talking about against the twin flame or and so on, who you don't want to be there. I mean, yeah, yeah, detective, you know what's going on with this. People think that they can play with the divine fire that it's giving for you to upgrade yourself, you to get these energies within the alchemy that is. Because when you turn everything to love, it's alchemy. You're transforming situations in there. And guess what? When they're using a magic against alchemists, there is a big warning in there that was said about it. And twin flames are alchemists on their own. They're learning how to turn everything to love. So yeah. So another question: when TF came in with little hearts in their eyes, what you would do? It is perfect not to take the date because of my energy with you, so just reflecting to me. When they come back to you, they may come back with something small. There's something in there and so on. But you're going to look at their energy. If their energy is giving you a headache, that is it because of the suppressions of their secrets is too much. And that creates a headaches within them that comes to you. You're going to feel this enormous pressure inside of you like, oh my God, my head hurts. I can't do this anymore. Simply because they're trying to use the projections in a form of manipulations using the positive energy. But underneath the shell of the positive energy is their shadow, their situations within them. And it's not pleasant, guys. But if your day comes in, it's all free. It's like, you know what? Hey, give me a time. I understand. I'm going through problems. I'm looking for myself. I'm working within this issue. I want to do this for us. So they're working on the union and us. But if they tell you, no, I did these changes because of such a situations they happen, or I did this because of this, and this happened, is not for us. They're not working for the union. They're working because of the shadow, or because they're trying to show you that they're working something, but it's not the truth. And covering the truth, it is creating headaches within the connection. It's very yucky energy, by the way, if you know what I'm talking about. And they feeling it. They feeling it because you mirror it back to them. It's like, yeah. And they know what they're doing. You think that they don't know what they do? Oh, they do. So, yeah. The eyes is the window of the soul, the truth. So, um, we are both Lilith and Aquarius, Scorpio. He's a Scorpio and Cancer. Lilith and Aquarius, that could be a very revolutionizing Lilith Xanapix. Yes, Lilith and Aquarius can really be powerful to change, to finally kind of like, I need to take this road, I'm enough with this stuff, or can be a very inventive of the new plots, new twists, new shadows, new manipulations. And that. So, especially if it's Scorpio in 12th house, ooh, that is ascendant Scorpio. So he's a Scorpio, you're a Cancer, it's good. Cancer, Scorpio, pretty good combinations in there. But you need to look at that Scorpio 12th house. Ooh, that is a because Scorpion 12th house that can be a someone who looks to the truth, and if you don't tell the truth, oh boy, God bless your soul. But also Scorpio 12th house can be a lot of secrets and a lot of 50 shades of gray masculinity in there. Sankt Matifra regarding today's topic. Unknown to these ones who have not yet seen the truth. This took us a very long time, guys. Yes, it takes a time, but you need to understand the truth is valued by you, by your soul, by the divine, and the truth should be valued within their soul as they are valued within. So, in today's energies, some of the people maybe understand this. So, Blue Swan, listen to deal with it, and this has helped us tremendous, guys. And guys, Blue Swans, thank you for this comment. Actually, I mean, you're saying your truth, but thank you. You just for me, you guys are an example. What are you doing with your relationships, and you feel the energies. There was a times we made love and look into each other's eyes for long periods. All the BS just slips away. You need to understand. There is something I want to talk to you here about it. During an intimacy time, what is your intimacy, by the way? You're looking at what's in their eyes, and when you touch them, you watch them in their eyes. You show them that love, that respect to the body, that respect to the everything in them. When you touch them, wherever you touch them. But there is a moment of this during this intimacy. I'm not talking about the physical when you do it. Your soul begins to breathe. They breathe the energy of the universe. You give them that energy within you. But if they live in fear, they will feel it, but they don't know what this is. That is the divine blessings from the souls. You need to understand that when the soul breathes that energy of the universe, it's just like the body breathes an oxygen. It's just like you went up to the mountains and you breathe this pure air without any pollution. This is when you drink from the spring directly from the ground, crystal water, cold but beautiful. That's how the breathing of the soul I can imagine. But there is also that a lot of energy of the universe entering at that time. You're connecting to the universe. It's so beautiful, guys. If you can't experience these energies, that is a bliss moments, bliss, and all the BS is going away. Okay. So, detective, you're right. I think about it often. Most people hate to look into each other's eyes during sex. Yes, sometimes you, yes. Follow your mojo. Hopefully, no one steals my mojo. Lucian Manasian, hello everybody. I'm new here and happy to be part of all this. Hi, Lucian. Thank you for coming in. Tweety, he was trying many times with those cards, but he never would express his truth. That's why I asked. Thank you, dear. Understood. I will know. Happy to have you here. Diamond B and Sid and Set. Uh, much love. Tačno, uplošno za mene je to ko seća. I like izbrao drugi. Yeah, sometimes you will choose another person. When you understand that your soul connections, they're in their lower realm, they want to stick to that lower realm. They want to keep the secrets in there. They want to keep these lower energies within them. The fear took them over. That is at the time when actually they kill the twin flame part within them. They are actually acting in the lower vibrations. They may delete everything they have with you. They maybe delete everything within the situations. They maybe find all these things within. If you guys are fans within the Star Wars, in the last episode of the original movies for it, that was it when Obi-Wan explained to Luke that Darth Vader killed his father, but actually the Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker, which is the father of Luke, they're the same person, but the darkness took over the personality of Anakin Skywalker. That was the moment when a Darth Vader killed Anakin Skywalker, then he turns to the dark side. So you need to understand some the people will choose that, and if they choose that, they will want to really dive within the connections within them. They just took that twin flames, they're suppressing it within them because the secrets, the situations, they are more precious. The darkness is more precious within them compared to what they could have as a twin flame. But the love inside of them, it's still there. It's same thing like Luke was sensing, is like I sense the good in you. I sense the conflict within you. Well, guess what? Darth Vader said, no, there is no conflict, my son. You're gonna be going to the Emperor. But we all know, if you've been watching the movie, what actually happened. Darth Vader took the Emperor, tossing it out, and he saved his soul. But how many of the twin flames will do what Darth Vader did? There's another questions in there. So, yeah. Hi, Unseen and Set. Thank you for being here. Lucian, thank you. Thank you for it. It is possible to have the union when you are awakened, but not 100%. That's a premature union. Yes, it's possible. I mean, you healed almost everything just to be fully conscious. You need more work. It is possible to go through it together. Yes, as long there is a mutual commitment, you two, to work with the truth, to work your true issues, to work your true situations in there. And Lucian, yes, there is a commitment, but commitment really with actions, it's not like anything else. That's why when you have this longest talks with your twin flame, that you talk to them for 8 hours and it's not enough, what do you do there? Exactly this. You do the inner work of growing up, because the one asks, what can I do? And they tell you what you can do, and you take it and you evolve and evolve. You need to understand that twin flames, it's very interesting that the energy within them, it comes in and it goes up. It's like twisting, and it goes up from bottom and goes up. That is it, the path of creation, guys. That is it, the path of evolutions. All right. So, yes. Lucian, yes. Dio, please share my info with Diamond B. If you need anything, I'm here for you in a bit. Okay, I will send her your profile to Diamond B, and I'll do that on Cena set. No problems. For being awakened and ascending for two different things, as soon we are aware of the TF dynamic and star spiritual journey, you are awakened. And then there are deepening level of ascensions after. Yes, awakening is just the beginning. You're aware of this, but the ascension is actually acting on this awakening. You're totally correct, detective. Totally correct. Because the awakening, it is about to awake you to ascend. That is the evolutions there. Dio, can you elaborate on difference between awakening and enlightenment? Awakening, that is when you get the ignition state, you become awake. Okay, what is this? What is that? What is the situations and so on? Enlightenment, that begins when you understand the total new different way of life of being awakened, and now you enlightenment within yourself. Basically, you become smart, that you are awakened, you have these energies, you acting on these energies, you begin to use the inner wisdom of awakening. That's what this is. The wisdom that you're getting from the being awakened, it turns to enlightenment from within you. So, hi Dio, thank God for you. You're living your purpose. There is no avoiding or escaping the truth. That's why it's taking so long tonight. Yes, that's what I'm helping the people here tonight. I'm so happy with Blue Swans that they bring in this their connections. It's more getting together, just like, yes. I don't know. Maybe one day I have to just sit in here and talk to you guys, and we can do this, so on and so on, for it. And yeah, there is this awakening and enlightening situations. Hi, Andrea. Thank you for coming in. And Faye Thomas, thank you for coming in. But people avoiding the work they should have done. But if you look at it more deeply, most of the twin flames avoiding the work because the work was not done from their parents. Maybe their parents, one of the parents was in twin flame journey and they didn't choose the love. Then they end up screwing up and they went down into the dark path. And now when the child, which is you, grows up, you felt something in there. You felt this suppression. Maybe you learn that suppression from this, or maybe it runs within the family situation, so on. So you have to fight. The only way it is this is taking yourself out of this. This TF thinks is bigger than all of us if we are not to change in the change of this relationship. Yes. Well, to feature, I just popped my COVID cherry. So, yeah. Yeah, the twin flames journey is bigger than all of us. So, yes, it is what it is in there. All right, guys, what do you guys want for the topic? You still want um, topic to be what the Bush ones wanted it in there? So, whatever you guys decided, let me know. I'm gonna have a little tough time. So, actually, it's a beautiful night tonight to talk. So, it's a beautiful. The energy actually, I know it's intense. Some of the people who are in separations, they can feel your partner energies. But if you are in peace with you, you follow the divine path, the divine authority, you will feel great because that divine energy is between the North Node and Uranus towards the Sun. They're beautiful. That's what the beauty of the inner peace is. Facebook chat. Facebook chat. Yeah. Renata Vasiljević, ja sam upoznala svog tijeta 2012. Preteško je. Prosio sam kroz mene faze buđenja, ali karmice veće nije bole. Dogovorio da nije srećan i ubrao. Renata. Renata wrote, I recognized my twin flame back in 2012. It was kind of like heavy. Wow, detective. Thank you, 1111. Appreciate it, detective, for it. And it was heavy. I prayed that never cross that phase. I want to awaken, and I'm a karmic connection. No, but this karmic connection is not good. Njegovo pozive, so he is making a call. That's what I'm getting, and we make a contract and agreement to not sin, and that he is not ogovorio. Okay, So he's been talking that he's not good in his marriage. Uh, but the best thing is that we are free. Uh, so, yeah, Renata, if you can write in English, because for me, translating from Serbian to English is like I have to go from the Serbian to Bulgarian, from Bulgarian to English is I got a little issues in there. I can understand it to myself, but that's very good that actually you do. Renata, I wish you that you can get to your union if you two are free and you to make the commitment to each other, confessions, naked talk, which is mean tells everything out there. Now there is gonna be things within you. So yeah. Okay, you guys want to chat? I'll do the chat. What time you guys want the chat? 2 hours from now, 8 o'clock, or something. Let me know within 2 hours from now. I'll set it up within 2 hours. Actually, no, I'm gonna open up. You guys can go right after this. You guys can go there, and you guys can talk until I gotta have some. I have a sessions to do. So, Lucian, it is okay. Can we discuss ways of holding that divine within yourself? Something is calling. Maybe you can recommend some practice. The only practice, Lucian, you need. Listen to this. I'll give you a very beautiful key in there. Allow the divine to change things from within you. Allow the divine, maybe connect to somebody else. Allow the divine to change within you and listen there. It is about the truth and you living according to that truth from within your soul. The best advisor is your soul, not somebody else. Is your soul from within. This is your true self. Because that soul reaching to the spirit, this is your higher self, your true higher self within, combined with the soul, is giving you this. If the other person does not want to be living in the truth, for example, yeah, but this is the best that I can tell you. Okay? Don't worry about how the others will judge you. Don't worry about if the others won't accept you. Don't worry that you're going to lose your family. Don't worry that you're going to lose your friends. Don't lose yourself and soul. Don't lose your soul and who you are. So, okay. All right then. I said I'm going to smoke it, but I'm still having it here. So, any more questions you have, guys? It's a beautiful energy for talk tonight, actually. I like it. Peaceful. Beautiful. It's a lot of divine energies and caught up in those divine energies and helping us. I've been working a lot lately on me. So if I get late for situations or late for some of the chat or the astrology report and so on, I want to apologize, but I know it's not fair to you guys to delay that report, especially today, but yeah. So the Facebook chats are deeper, yes, because we can all see each other and the camera. We all can see each other and love each other in there, and it's more open to us. So, Lena, the messenger room coming up. Yes, as soon as I finish here at YouTube, I can go ahead and start it right away. You know what, guys? here is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead right now in about 10 minutes. I'm gonna take a little break. I need to check some few messages because I have some stuff to do. And if the things are okay, I can go ahead and open up the room, and we actually can move from here. We can go into the chat room on the Facebook. And if you are not in that group, if you want to be on that group, send me a private message on the Facebook. It's required you to be friends with me, and I can go ahead and send you the link to join that group. It will require you for you to be on the camera and talk your true self there. You actually practicing being your true self in that room. You say the things that you wanted to say, and we exchange the energies of the truth. If you've been on these chats, you exactly know what I'm talking about. All right, guys. So let me know if you need some any help, any situations for it. And Blue Swan, I'm gonna message you for it because we have things to do, and we'll see. But I'm gonna open up the chat room for you guys. If I'm late a little bit, we are gonna be doing these things. All right, guys. We are gonna move there, and let's have some good night up here. All right. All right, guys. And you're gonna tell me there in the chat room what you guys pick it up for the topic. Okay. All right, guys, let's share the love here. Let me close this. You need to understand in these cases, when the people show you the fear, they actually said, love me. You give them the love, you teach them how to love, but it's their job to take that love, convert it within themselves, and give you the same love to you. That is the equality in there. But if they only want to take that love and then give you everything, it's called breadcrumbing. Because of something they want to connect within for it. In this caseria, Renata. Thank you, Renata. Hvala tebi. And look at what's in this. They show up. What their problem is within them while they're acting towards you. Don't blame them. Don't shame them. Don't expose them. No. But you can tell them inside of them that they have to look deeply within them. And it's up to them. They are going to fix this, or they're going to live with this to the rest of their life and think it's a curse. No, it's not a curse. Okay? Mm-hmm. It is their destiny to overcome that. They're either going to overcome it or they're going to flow. That's what they came for. That is their choice. And they live up to their choices with their actions. You, though, have to live up to your choices, your love within you, your connections with divine. And you have to move. If you have to move on, you move on. If you have to let him go, you let him go. But it doesn't make sense you to be in this kind of like a halfway relationships. If they ghosted you, they abandon you, and they are not true themselves. This is not a true relationship. And twin flame, it is really, it's in imperfection. It's a perfect relationship. But what it's meant perfect. Have you ever been dropping down the word perfect? It's coming from two words, per and effect. Is the karma in there? The cause? Think about it. Something for you, you're thinking about it. Because the effects you living as a twin flame, they leave a trail. So there is no perfections. The only perfection is the truth, the true love. Because true love is perfect in its own. All right, guys, I love you. Thank you so much for being here. For those who are coming into the chat room, I'm going to open it up in there. And please come into the chat room and we're going to be talking and continue there our conversations, guys. All right. Thank you, guys, for the donations. Thank you for the help there, Detective. Thank you so much for the donations and so on. And, guys, love you so much. And I will see you tomorrow again here. Andrea, thank you. Let's share the love and the light, guys. Unseen and Set, you're in the group and you're going to get notifications to join the room. Watch your notifications in there and I will post it in the group. Just come into the group. Once you go into the group, you just click on the chat and you automatically can go in. Okay? Because I send notifications to all the members of chat. I do that. All right, guys. Much love to you. Love.